start with the inherency claim that the opposition made, that the inherency claim that federal laws prohibits firearms. I want to bring up that topic again with the Gun-Free School Zone Act. The affirmative claims that the Gun-Free Zone law caused the mass shooting rates in the schools to increase and calls to repeal it, of course, and abolish it completely. But there is, however, a contradiction within the argument itself. The proposal the affirmative is making is not actually mutually exclusive to the Free Gun Zone Act. The Free Gun Zone Act again states that federal law defines a school zone as a grounds within 1,000 feet of a public or private school. A civilian without a license to carry a concealed weapon who possesses a loaded firearm in public, even when he or she incidentally travels past a school or within a school zone, technically violates this law, and that's from Wallen. The federal consequences of possessing or discharging a gun in a school. I wanted to make this point because it's not mutually exclusive, because what the opponent is asking for is that teachers will be allowed to carry firearms onto campuses with a permit. However, the law states clearly that it is allowed for authorized personnel, which the teachers could potentially be if this law were to be passed. So it's not mutually exclusive and does not need to be appealed whatsoever. Also, the law's purpose, again, as I stated before, is to reduce gang violence and such, and not to make people unable to defend themselves. And again, going on with the militarization of schools in general, which involves putting a bunch of guards on a campus, arming teachers and other staff members, has proven to be generally ineffective. Again, Ali McLendon from the article Schools Are Safer Than They Were in the 90s states that in 1988, and again, these are just a few examples of militarization not working out in general. In 1989, shooters killed 5 and injured 32 elementary school children in Stockton, California, by targeting them on a playground, and that's just right outside of the campus. And another, in 2005, a 16-year-old killed 7 people at his Minnesota high school by walking through the front door and just shooting every guard he can see and just going at it on the children. And in 1998, a shooting in Arkansas, 2 students pulled a firearm and began sniping people as they filed out to the parking lot, killing 5 and wounding 10 others. Now, this is going to show that militarization is not effective. People can find loopholes, and that there are other better alternatives. And in general, with teachers and their effectiveness in being able to defend the kids, it is, again, generally ineffective. Whether the teachers could use their firearm effectively or not, according to another retired policeman, the work paper notes that despite police officers' extensive training and familiarity with high-risk and life-threatening events, the evidence shows that even they, again, are not able to shoot accurately. And it's even less likely that a normal civilian would be able to do the same. And then, do mass, again, with the solvency claim, do mass shootings happen in gun-free zones? He states that 11 shootings in 1996, which 601 people have been killed in an incident. He found that only 13 of these incidents took place in gun-free zones, and most of them actually happened in public places. So whether or not it's on a school or not, these shootings can still